Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is another reaction video. This is 10 Ghosts. This is by Depths of Despair, so go down and follow and like and subscribe to Depths of Despair. Thank you guys, let's get started.
The hospital. A man named Valente works as a nurse in a hospital and says that many strange things have been happening inside the place. From seeing doors open on their own to shadow figures lurking in the dark. Many of the nurses say they experience all kinds of things when they are alone at night in the hospital. The following video was actually sent to him by a female security guard who was doing the night shift alone, patrolling the hospital when something strange happened. Not sure what to make of it, she pulls her phone out and records this. A strange knocking sound can be heard on one of the glass doors, but as she goes over to check it out, it's clear that nobody is on the other side. The moment she turns around, the knocking comes back more aggressively, but once again, there's nobody there. They believe the strange paranormal events are due to the amount of people who have lost their lives in the hospital. But let me know what you think. Occupied. The following video comes from a woman named Destiny Sanchez and was taken by her husband, who was installing a Wi-Fi system in an old house that was built in 1954. While alone in the house doing his work, he notices something disturbing that he just cannot explain. Watch closely.
Where did you see the shadow then?
Somewhere close by, a faint voice can be heard whispering desperately for help. Creeped out, he completes his installation and decides to contact the homeowner about the voice. When the woman says her daughter also complained about hearing a voice, saying the exact same things Destiny's husband captured. He believes something terrifying has happened here in the past, seeing as the house is quite old and must have a tragic history.
Yeah, you want to get out there.
Early shift. In the next video, a woman was working a very early morning shift inside a big building. She was the first person to arrive on the premises, and while beginning to work on the lower floors of the building, she heard a very disturbing loud sound coming from the dining room on the upper floors of the building, which immediately seemed strange to her, as she should be the only one inside the building. She pulls her phone out and heads upstairs as she records. This is what she captured.
You didn't walk any faster. What? not a noise you want to hear, is it? Ugh. Oh. Oh boy.
As she enters the dark dining room, a terrifying lamenting sound can be heard, as if someone was suffering. Creeped out by what she hears, she tries to maintain a calm composure and just heads to the lift to get out of there. But just as she enters the lift, a pair of footsteps can be heard running towards her. It's as if someone was running to reach the lift and enter with her before the doors closed. And that seems to be the case because while in the lift, she notices something disturbing and takes a picture of this. What looks like a terrifying, sinister, pale face can be seen in the reflection of the elevator, with big...
That could be true, but there is also a thing called pareidolia, isn't it? Where it makes you see faces on, like it could be a smudge, but it makes it look like a face. You can see them on trees and like floors and stuff like that. It's called pareidolia. I don't think that's an actual thing. Like, I could be wrong, but that's my opinion.
Big black eyes and a black mouth. Since then, she never wanted to do the early shift alone ever again. But the question still remains, just who or what is this? In the mosque. In the following video, a man was praying inside a mosque with his family just like he would do regularly. However, on this particular occasion, he hears a strange sound and decides to record as he looks around, when all of a sudden he notices what he believes to be a jinn inside the mosque.
Ooh,
watch closely.
Kita nanti ngaji ni weh. Lagu. Erwan sekitaran masjid. Apa ni weh?
Oh.
Apa ni weh? Weh apa
Oh
weh?
my god, man.
Weh, ni.
Ooh.
Sumpah weh.
That is fucking freaky, man.
Bani weh.
What looks like a creepy pale grey face with dark eyes can be seen lurking above, before walking off and disappearing into the darkness. The figure seems to be wearing religious attire, leading some to believe that the jinn is also Muslim.
I got chills
but let me know what you
when I seen
think.
that.
Strange encounter. A woman named Kikyo explains that ever since moving into a new house in a different neighborhood, strange things started happening. The previous residents of the house gave her some warnings about the property, as they left behind strange items like holy water and other things.
Desde que nos mudamos aquí a la casa empezaron a suceder cosas rarísimas. Sin embargo, nunca había sentido nada en la casa. La cuestión es que cuando nos mudamos de casa, los ex vecinos, los ex personas que estuvieron rentando aquí nos dijeron que pues que esta casa según tenía algo porque todas las parejas casadas se terminaban separando. Otra cosa es que nosotros encontramos como clavos en las esquinas de las puertas y moneditas también metidos en los rincones. Esos son rituales.
On one night, while returning home late at night with her husband, Kikyo notices her neighbor's car door left wide open with nobody around. Worried that something may have happened, they go up to the car and see who's inside, and things get a little strange. Take a look.
Oigan, amigos, estoy muy preocupada porque no sé qué le pasó a mi vecina, güey. ¿Eh?
After checking the car and seeing that it's empty, they decide to talk for a moment before knocking on the neighbor's door.
It was quite loud, didn't it? It's an obnoxious knock. It's a policeman.
No me acuerdo de su nombre. Hola, ¿hablaremos a la policía?
Claro, no hay que ver si contesta.
Su garage.
Pero si no estuviera ahí, no está el carro.
Ah, mira, yo creo que ya prende la luz,
Obviously
¿no?
not.
¿Esto no para? No, a ver, bájala.
Tócala un poquito más fuerte.
Ay, le tocas tú, me da miedo.
¿Ah?
Le tocas tú, me da miedo. Uy, la mierda. Uy, la mierda. Uy, tiene una pinche mierda ahí. Tiene como se ve como una cabeza, te lo juro.
La señora, ¿no?
No sé. Ay, hola, soy yo, la vecina de al lado. Who is it? It's me, your neighbor. The next door neighbor.
We're trying to let you know your car is open.
¿Ah?
Your car is open.
¿Qué pasa? Su carro tiene toda la puerta abierta.
¿Mi carro?
Sí.
Oh my God. How can we open?
No sabía español. Soy yo, su vecina de al lado.
Oh my God.
Sí, su carro tiene toda la puerta abierta.
Aquí la veo.
I'm not being funny though. Just because the car door's open doesn't mean it's a ghost. It's most likely someone's trying to rob it. Rob a car or whatever. You know, I don't see a ghost just wandering along. Oh yeah, I'm going to open the door. I just don't see that.
Yeah.
¿Quiere que le hablemos a la policía?
Virgen del Carmen. Ay, Dios. Y él tiene la llave.
¿Quién?
El que viene a robar acá todo el tiempo.
Ya.
La batería. Esta puerta ya no trabaja porque la rompió. Y la policía no hace nada, ¿sabes?
As she knocks on the neighbor's window, she notices a creepy face staring back at her, which she didn't believe was actually the old woman. Although you can see the same color clothing, so it could be the lady.
Yeah.
But why was she hiding? Even stranger, she comes out and doesn't
Probably because there's two strangers that she's never seen knocking on her door. That's probably why. She's trying to find out who it is, probably.
seem too concerned about the open car door. But now, ever since knocking on her door and speaking to her, things have gone worse back at their own house. The next next night she goes live with her audience while her family is asleep, and this happens.
¿Está alguien contigo durmiendo? Sí, está mi esposo. Mis 2 hijos están aquí. Los ronquidos que están escuchando son de él. No hay nadie en la casa. Hoy se escuchan también pisadas en el techo, güey. También ahorita ya estoy más tranquila que hace rato, porque hace rato cuando hice un live también y salí y estaba mi cajón de abajo de la cama abierto. Se escuchó el ruido cuando yo estaba grabando, ese video lo subí. Pero no mames, gente, hace rato yo quería llorar porque tenía mucho miedo, neta. Cabrón, no mames. Puta madre. Ay, no, gente, yo creo que le voy a hablar a la policía porque neta que no. Y es que no están tocando mi ventana. No está tocando mi ventana, es la puerta del cuarto la que están tocando, no mames. Hay alguien afuera de la puerta del cuarto, güey. Pero no es un puto humano. Ay, no. Ya sentar aquí, porque ya se recorrieron mis hijos. Entonces...
No, te quitaste aquí.
What? That was one of the kids, right?
¿Sí ven en dónde están mis hijos? Carajo.
She begins to hear all sorts of strange sounds coming from around the house, along with music and knocking on her bedroom door. But what shocks her the most is hearing her child's voice, quite loudly, even though they are both fast asleep next to her. She begins to panic, but tries to stay calm to not disturb her family.
I think her kid was sleep talking, and the thing is, she's in a dark room on her own, her head's going crazy. I think she's making it more scary to herself than it actually is, to be honest.
But the worst is yet to come.
Okay. Where's the light switch? Maybe not, maybe there is.
The lights in the room start to flicker on and off by themselves, and
That was
knocking on the
weird.
door gets more aggressive. She believes these events have something to do with the previous night, where she knocked on her neighbor's door and saw a creepy face watching through the window, and then interacting with the woman afterwards. But until further updates, this one remains a mystery. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com.
Alright guys, I think that's it now for this video. Thank you very, very much for watching, and see you next week for a new reaction video. Thank you all guys, love ya, peace.